Hello everybody and welcome back. Last episode was really something because we were whisked away to the end of time. Apparently that's our new homestead where we can go to now and then as we progress. There's a lot of portals up there that haven't been activated. Something tells me that place is going to become quite important to us. The big thing that we did do last time was we inspected the murder scene. Now this is it. We really didn't find anything helpful other than a love sonnet to Esmerelda, I'm guessing, from Duke Farrell. He might be here somewhere. And what we're going to do, that's Francis. We don't need to bother Francis just yet. Also a hatch, and upstairs, let's go ahead and see if we can find the Duke, because I think that was his room. I heard somebody say, I am a Duke.
Troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave.
That's not him. Who's this? Medora. Who's this? Aha! There he is. The Duke of Farrell. Let's, say hello. Hello there.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Well, it doesn't hurt to have more eyes on this mysterious situation. What do you know about Jake's murder?
I wonder where that
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
That lady's interrupting our conversation. That's very rude of her. I know that you're not allies because we found a love letter that you wrote to his wife, Esmerelda.
Which one? I've written Esmerelda more works
Oh,
of lyrical mastery
he
than I can
admits it.
count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
Jake was her husband, dude. Are you that dense to know that doesn't give suspicion? Tell me more about yourself.
I am the Duke of Farrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Well, he's not going to tell me anything else, but what does he have to trade? Well, he doesn't really have anything. Well, for now, I'll take my leave, but I may need to speak with you again.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be...
I think we need to go talk to Esmeralda and take a look at Jake's jewelry case and see if there's some starstones in it. Town hall bathroom. Oh, no. That's not what we want. We want to go to Esmeralda. Let's check our map. She's right here. We just have to go to the next building over. This one, I believe.
A good day to you.
She should be in here. Esmeralda's shop. Let's talk to the...
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs.
Oh, there she
I can't bear
is.
to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Boy, she's a piece of work. She's already hitting up on this guy. She's got the Duke. She's got this guy. Wow, her body count must be quite high.
So tell me, Septimus.
Let's talk to this guy.
Would your wife or
Oh,
sweetheart be compensated
you're not
by
in a good
the Legion
mood. Okay,
should
we're not
tragedy
going to talk to
befall
you.
on the
Let's interrupt their
battlefield?
tete-a-tete, shall we?
I suppose so, milady.
Excuse
But
me.
seeing that I'm not... Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach.
Oh,
Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here. sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. Even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
Yes, you don't have to explain any further. I know exactly what she's doing. What do you think about her? No, I'm not going to ask him that. Let's discuss Jake's death.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending.
Yes, I do have to agree with you there.
You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, let's have it then.
Well, here, take a look at this letter and tell me what you think.
Let me have a quick read. Wait, what? There's another... I mean, she had an admirer who wanted her to kill her husband, then elope with him? What madness is this? It cannot be true!
We don't know yet if it is. I'm going to need to speak to Esmeralda at some point. But I do have a couple more questions for you.
And what questions are those?
Tell me a little bit about Sicile, if you could.
Tragedy flocks to this place, like goblins to a boar carcass. None of us guessed, when we were assigned to Sicile, that we were about to embark on a years-long stint in the unluckiest city in Rivalon. Undead orcs, ghosts, what's next? Man-eating zombie crabs?
Yeah, I keep hearing a lot about undead. Can you tell me more?
Proper soldiers shouldn't be ordered to fight such unnatural abominations. We used to cut them limb from limb by the dozen, only to see a gross of them rise from the ground and stalk out of long-abandoned cellars. Accursed are their souls, and accursed are ours too for having to look upon them day after sorry day.
So, what is your opinion of Esmeralda? As if I didn't know.
So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivalon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication.
Well, we don't have solid proof yet, but I do need to speak to her.
Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
We shall see. Let me talk to her.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you?
Yes.
Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Can you tell me more about this place?
Well, what do you want to know?
Try to break the ice a little bit here. Can you tell me about Sicile? What's your view on that?
Before this war left us hanging like the condemned from a tree, this was the greatest city in Andervale. My own grandfather made his fortune here. Started as a poor fisherman with nothing but a few trout to his name, and grew his meagre trade into a business employing a fair piece of the local population. Of course, the company had to be liquidated as the population shrunk, and now his legacy is no more than the pole and rags he started out with.
Still something to be proud of. Tell me about the undead.
They came out of nowhere. Must have been, 2 years ago now? The very heart of winter. I smelt them before I saw them in the night. Torchlight reflected in their eyes like it does in predators. But these were no wolves. These were our ancestors, come to devour their offspring.
Ugh. That does sound horrid. We do have to discuss the unfortunate news about your husband's murder.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you?
I am very indifferent, ma'am. I'm just collecting evidence.
So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them?
These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
You know, ma'am, I never mentioned any of that. So why are you bringing it up? Unless you're, actually doing that. This love letter does seem kind of incriminating.
Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
Oh my, well, we're not going to discuss Septimus. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I am Esmerelda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same.
I've been told your husband collected something called Starstone. Can you elaborate on that?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
So she doesn't invite us to look at his collection, which means we probably have to sneak. Well, thank you so much for your time, ma'am. We may be back with more questions. For now, I'll take my leave.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Yes, I know.
So tell me, Septimus,
Oh, God,
would
I
your
can't.
wife or sweetheart
cannot
be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall
listen to
you
that,
on the
but she's
battlefield?
busy.
I suppose so.
That's enough of that now.
Terribly sorry. We can't get in there, but we can look from here. There's got to be a way to get in here.
But seeing that I'm neither
Let's go
married,
upstairs.
engaged, or attached in any way,
Let's look up here. She didn't say anything. Here. Oh my God, look at this. Star Pebble. We're also going to collect all this stuff. For evidence, of course. You understand. Let's see if there's anything else interesting that we might want to pick up. Some smelly panties. Well, Auden doesn't want those, but Bear's daughter might not mind. So we will pick those up. Oh, I didn't pick them up. Okay, here we go. We're gonna give those to Bear's daughter. Do you want to wear those panties, dear? They'll give you some charisma. Okay, so she's made use of that. I mean, we might as well. Everything is evidence. The way I see it. Oh, looky, there's a key. We're gonna have to try to...
7 grant abundance!
Yeah, you shouldn't have it, though. You should not have it. Give it to Auden. Okay, there really isn't anything else up here that I can see. So, let's go ahead and go back down. How are we going to get into her place? She is, where is she? She's there. try one more time.
That's enough of that now.
He saw me. Where do we gotta go to not be seen?
My,
Let's
what
come
a
over here.
strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real...
Hey, get in there. Ooh. Wonder if we can come in this way. Okay. Let's come back here. 'Cause we did get that key. I'm hoping it works.
But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way,
I want to save
I've never
before we
bothered
try this. Sweet. Okay. Now, we don't want to go out that door. We want to be very quiet. So we're going to check the desk. A paper knife. Some gold. Okay, well, we'll take that. The perfect murder.
A book about setting up the perfect crime.
Really?
Esmerelda has interesting taste in literature.
Yes, that is very interesting.
What a strong and handsome officer you are,
Oh my
kind
God, she's a
Septimus.
piece of work.
You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
oh, I'm no
See
hero.
what's in this cabinet.
I'm just doing my duty. But the
Cloth scraps.
Well, you certainly are my
Right.
hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in
Check
these
the
trying
barrels.
and troubled times.
Food.
never fear, my lady. As long as I'm around,
Poison
no
arrowhead.
ill head shall be harmed.
Oh, no, no, no. Over here, we have an in key to the chest, which we opened, I think. Huh.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sizefield's ever seen.
Okay, that is locked. We can't get that open. So that key was not... There's probably like another key somewhere. Silver arrow.
Dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful
Yeah, we're gonna have to have Bear make some... Oh, see, here's a basement.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady.
Scrolls to entussle you.
I knew there had to be a basement somewhere. Let's check it out. Here's a mouse.
Where's Jake? Did he finally run off with that white-haired woman? What was her name? Candice?
White-haired woman. Candace. Now, that possibly is something new. We haven't heard that before.
Esmerelda's a funny character. She's always got ham on the brain. I've never been inside her secret room, but I bet it's full of hams too. I'd go in and see if I were tall enough to reach the button. Say!
A secret room? Inside her secret room. Well, let's check out down here. This might be her secret room. Let's just collect everything we can. We have to be wary of traps and such, but... Let's just keep going along this wall. You have to be careful. Oh, this is quite a interesting room in here. Iron door.
Might need to blow this one open.
What's in there? There's a potion. Got a painting. I mean, we might find a key somewhere. We just need to keep looking. Move stuff. Okay. What's in this cupboard? More clothes. This is where she does the slaughtering, I guess, for the food for the place. We'll just take all that. Roasted pork, look at there, there's a key. Iron key. That's probably for this door. Sweet. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay, this chest, is it locked? No. Unidentified copper amulet, outdated bastard sword, and water essence. Okay. Bale of hay. Oh, there's wheat in that. Probably for cooking. Okay, how do we get in the secret room? She did say there was a button high up that had to be pressed. Where does the door look like it is? Actually, is the question. Right here. Here's a button.
Ah, so that's what that did.
Nice. Boy, this is more suspicious, isn't it? Why does Esmerelda have all of this? Secret storage. Is this a new mouse? No, 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 no. I guess not. Okay. Let's check everything. Okay, Merle is the one doing all this today, apparently, but he can talk to the animals, so we'll just leave it. Get carrot. Nothing in that. A zombie painting.
Bloody dagger.
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And there's also an unidentified ring. We can't identify this stuff. We gotta get a magnifying glass.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
It's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulders. Oh, Merle, that's not true. We'll do this one.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
There's no experience to be won from pestering me with vapid flattery.
Okay, we need to put Auden back in charge, I think. Oh, here's another chest. Another ring. Very interesting. Why this room? I mean, a shovel. So we got a bloody knife, a shovel. Upstairs we have a book on the perfect murder. Pretty sure we got everything. Let's go on up. Hopefully Esmerelda isn't going to be up there. Okay, let's go back outside. Here.
Sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
Okay, wait a minute. I think this is a chest we couldn't get in. Let's see. I don't think we have the key for it.
I've never bothered to inquire.
No. Okay, let's leave. We have collected quite a bit of interesting things. We want to sort by latest added. Okay. Shovel. Okay, unidentified. Give it to Merle. All this stuff to be her daughter. We've got a book. Learn something new. Let's read it. Why have the gods left Rivellon? Do the gods ever exist, or are they mere boogeymen created by fanatics and priests? Many have sought an answer, but I ask whether discovering the truth is worthwhile. I say that we do not need gods in our daily life, for if these supernatural beings exist, who's to stop them from enslaving us if ever they should deign to return? Yeah, well, I didn't really learn much from that. The perfect murder. Kicking another's bucket. Planning the perfect murder by M.R. Giggles. Winner of the Assassin's Guild's Brass Knuckle Award. Okay. So you've determined to take a life. My sincerest congratulations. Savor this moment, friends. Taste the sweetness of the feeling that grows in your belly. Soon you will have sent a soul flying into the ether. Your hand alone will have caused the fabric of existence to have undergone a permanent and undeniable change. You are preparing to undertake the most exquisite endeavor of your life, and you'd be remiss not to luxuriate in every surrounding moment. There are several questions to consider when determining which life is best to seize. The following are but a few. Is the head of your intended victim sufficiently round and symmetrical to make a trophy? Does he or she have hair of sufficient length and health to spin into a lovely yarn? Or will his or her hide provide for supple shoes? Oh. Selecting the method in which to carve, strangle, or pierce your victim is more a matter of art of soul than of fact and science. Arrows are fine. Daggers turn the carpet red. Suffocation behooves lovers and mothers. Poison compliments a bitter heart. In the end, Select a method you believe best accomplishes the moral and spiritual effects you desire. The most important and delectable step in any murder is the moment of execution. By this I do not mean the brute force of the violence, if a violent method you have chosen, or the interim, ever agonizing between the administration of poison and the first sign of its effects. No, the moment to which I refer is the precise event when life flees from the victim and the eyes transfigure, light to dark, flashing to still, bright to dumb. This is the holy minute, the minute when the act materializes, complete, no longer planned or attempted, but completed. This is the moment during which you write your name in the sky, for you have done something that, like the stars, cannot be undone. Now, the moments after the execution are hardly the time to worry about practicalities, no. This is your time to quietly reflect, to enjoy your transformed self, your transformed place in the cosmos. Make yourself a cup of tea, light a pipe, whichever you please. When you are fully refreshed, you might consider what to do with the once person whose remains you must now inter or preserve. The easiest and most classical means of disposal is to bury the remains, but think long and hard. The civilized among us know full well that waste is a sure sin, so if there's yet some function that may be wrought, it's imperative that you do so. Might not a family of beggars appreciate a meaty rack of ribs? Might not a local tanner, down on his luck, want a length of virgin leather? Or do you deserve a special token for your labors? Once these matters have been attended to, concern yourself with removing the dregs of your efforts. A freshly rained upon bog is ideal, though a freshly dug grave in your local cemetery will hardly notice a bit of rubbish tucked in below the intended casket. If you successfully complete your endeavor, you might find yourself wondering and planning for the next. This is a natural and desirable result of executing, as you have learned, the perfect murder. The author wishes you luck. Remember, until you reach a dozen, you've hardly scratched the surface. Oh my. I mean, part of that seemed like they were talking about an animal, leather and food, but I suppose it really could be interpreted in any way that you see fit. We're going to leave the episode here. Thank you for joining me today. Please give a like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye now.